All right, let's talk about starting a software business. It can feel super complicated, right? But it doesn't have to be. This isn't about some lightning in a bottle idea. It's really about a blueprint, a clear map that honestly anyone can follow. And that's what we're going to walk through right now.
So, first things first, let's just tackle this huge myth right out of the gate. Do you really believe you need some massive, world changing idea to start a tech company? The kind of thing that ends up as a movie.
Well, the truth is, the smartest founders, the ones who actually succeed, they almost never start with a grand plan to change the world. They start small, like really small. They find one specific, sometimes even kind of boring problem for a very specific group of people, and they just solve that. That's the real magic, the power of the niche.
So here's our game plan. We're going to walk through the 4-phase blueprint. We'll start with how to prove your idea is any good, then we'll get into building it, launching it, and then we'll turn things around and talk about how you can find your own niche. Okay, let's get right into it. Think of this 4-phase blueprint as your universal map. It works for pretty much any niche software idea you can dream up. It really all boils down to these 4 steps. First, you validate. You prove the idea is worth pursuing. Second, you set up your foundation, all the legal and planning stuff. Third, you actually build the product. And fourth, you launch it and find the people who'll use it. Let's break each one down. And that brings us to phase 1, prove it. And look, if you take away only one thing, let it be this. This is, without a doubt, the most critical phase of all. This is where you find out if your idea is actually a business before you waste a ton of time and money building it.
And the tool you use to do that is called a minimum viable product, or MVP. The keywords here are minimum and viable. This is not your beautiful finished product with all the bells and whistles. Its only job, its entire purpose, is to prove that a real person will actually pay for it. That's it.
And here's the part that trips so many people up. An MVP doesn't even have to be software. In the beginning, it almost never is. The real goal is just to learn as fast as you possibly can. It could be a simple mock-up, a service you do by hand. Heck, it could even be an email.
This is where it gets really interesting. Look at these examples. For that project management tool for subcontractors, your MVP could just be a clickable prototype you whip up in Figma. The goal isn't to build the tool, it's to get 5 subcontractors to commit to paying for it. For an AI content generator, you can literally fake the AI at first. We'll get to that. The goal? Get 10 people to pre-order. It's all about getting that proof. Yeah, let's dig into that AI generator idea, because it's one of my favorite validation tricks. It's called the Wizard of Oz method. You build the impressive front end, but you're secretly the one behind the curtain pulling all the levers. So here's the mission. You put up a landing page. A realtor types in a few keywords for a house, hits generate, and you get an email. You write the property description yourself and send it back. You do this for the first 50 people. If you can get 10 of them to pre-order the real tool based on that experience, boom, you've just proven you have a business, all before writing a single line of code. Okay, so you did it. You proved people will pay for your idea. Awesome. Now we move into phases 2 and 3, which is all about turning that proven concept into a real product. We're going to look at these together because planning and building really go hand in hand. So phase 2. This is it's the less glamorous part, but it's absolutely essential. This is where you set up your LLC, get a business bank account, and write a simple business plan. It forces you to actually think through things like pricing, competitors, and security. You just can't skip this stuff. All right, with that solid foundation in place, now we get to the fun part, phase 3, actually building the thing. And here's the great news. You don't have to be some coding genius. You've got options. You've really got 2 main paths. You can hire a freelance developer, which is perfect if you need some really specific custom features, like that daily reporting function for the subcontractor tool. Or you can use some amazing no-code tools like Bubble. This can be way faster and cheaper, and honestly, you could build that same MVP with it. There's no wrong answer here. It's just about what works for you.
But no matter which path you take, the rule is the same. You build only the core features. You validated back in phase 1, nothing else. For the AI tool, that's just integrating the OpenAI API. For that community dashboard, it's just connecting to Slack and Discord. And for all of them, it's putting up a simple website to keep building that waitlist.
You've proven it, you've built it, and now it is time for phase 4, the launch. This is where we finally get your product into the hands of the people you built it for. But let's be really clear about what launch means for a niche business, okay? It is not a big splashy press release. It's not some huge event. Most of the time, it's just a simple personal email to the people on your waitlist, the ones who've been with you from the start, asking them to check it out and give you their honest thoughts.
And this right here, this is where niching down at the beginning pays off in a huge way. Your marketing is no longer a guessing game. You don't have to just shout into the internet and hope somebody hears you. You know exactly who your customer is, which means you know exactly where to find them. So, that tool for construction subcontractors, you're not buying Facebook ads. You go straight to LinkedIn, where they do business, and you partner with their professional associations. It's like a laser beam, not a shotgun.
What about that website builder for therapists? You don't buy a TV ad. You advertise in the professional journals and directories that they already read and trust. You meet them in their world.
And that dashboard for community managers? I mean, come on, the answer is literally in the name. You go to the online communities where they all hang out, places like CMX and RevGenius, and you become a helpful part of that conversation.
So there you have it, the entire blueprint, from a simple idea to a launched product with a super targeted marketing plan. So now the only question left is, what about you?
I want you to forget about changing the world for just a minute. Think about your own job, your hobbies, your expertise. What's one small, annoying problem that you and people just like you deal with all the time? Because that small problem, that could be your niche. And that niche, well, that just might be your next business.